So as I said, carbon overcomes the problem by sharing its electrons with other atoms of carbon. The electrons of carbon can also be shared with atoms of other elements like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, etc. The shared electrons belong to the outer shells of both the atoms and lead to both of them attaining the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas. So before we begin with the compounds of carbon, let us look at some of the simple molecules that are formed by sharing of electrons between two combining atoms. So we are going to take the example of hydrogen first. Hydrogen is the very first element in the periodic table. We know that the atomic number of hydrogen is 1, therefore the electronic configuration of hydrogen will be 1. So if I take one atom of hydrogen, this atom of hydrogen has one electron in the outermost orbit, and this atom of hydrogen is not stable, because if there is only one orbit, then there should be presence of two electrons in the outermost orbit. So hydrogen has got only one atom in its outermost orbit. So this is one atom of hydrogen, and let me take another atom of hydrogen. Okay. Now this atom of hydrogen wants to complete its duplet state with presence of two electrons in the outermost orbit. This hydrogen also wants to complete its duplet state with presence of two electrons in the outermost orbit. But unfortunately, both the atoms of hydrogen have only one electron in the K shell, isn't it? This is the K shell. Now, what can these two hydrogen atoms do? These two hydrogen atoms can come together and they can share their electrons. They can share their electron. This is one atom of hydrogen and this is another atom of hydrogen. Both of them can share one electron each between both of them and can complete their duplet state. So here you can say this hydrogen atom, suppose this is the electron of the hydrogen and this is the electron of the second hydrogen atom. So by sharing, the duplet state is complete. Similarly, the second hydrogen atom has also completed its duplet state by sharing of one electron with the other hydrogen atom. So here we can see that one pair of electron is shared between two hydrogen atoms. When electrons are shared between two combining atoms, then a bond is formed between the two combining atoms, which is called as a covalent bond. In case of hydrogen, only one pair of electron is shared between two combining atoms. Therefore, the bond formed is a single bond. So we write hydrogen as H, single bond H. Now children, we can show this structure of hydrogen with the help of dots and crosses in order to represent the valence electrons. And this structure which we will be showing in dots and crosses is called as the electron dot structure. So let us see how to draw the electron dot structure of hydrogen. So here I am going to take one atom of hydrogen, and this atom of hydrogen has only one electron in the outermost orbit. Another atom of hydrogen, the second atom of hydrogen, which has got one electron in the outermost orbit. So this hydrogen has this electron which it will share with the second hydrogen, and this hydrogen has this one electron which it will share with the first hydrogen. So sharing of one pair of electrons has taken place between two combining hydrogen atoms, and this structure which is shown with the help of dots for valence electrons is called as the electron dot structure. So we will be studying electron dot structure for many of the molecules. Also, we can show this sharing of one pair of electron between two combining atoms with the help of this single horizontal line which is called as the bond, and this structure is called as the line structure for the molecules. This is the line structure and this is the electron dot structure. We can also show the electron dot structure of hydrogen molecule with the help of circles. So suppose here, see here, I have shown one electron and here I have shown one electron. So if I want to show electron dot structure of hydrogen by drawing the circles, so this is one hydrogen atom. This is one hydrogen atom. This is another hydrogen atom. This is one electron of this first hydrogen, and this is the electron of the other hydrogen atom. So both of them have shared one electron each with one another, and this structure with the help of circles is called as the electron dot structure of hydrogen. We can also show this structure without the circles. So this will also be the electron dot structure of hydrogen but without the circles, and this is called as the line structure of hydrogen molecule. Let us take the next example of sharing of electrons between two combining atoms. So let us study the structure of chlorine molecule. The atomic number of chlorine is 17. So its electronic configuration is 287. There are 7 electrons in the outermost orbit of chlorine. So I have taken an atom of chlorine and I am going to show only the outermost orbit of chlorine with 7 electrons. 5, 6 and 7. Now this chlorine atom is short of 1 electron, isn't it? If chlorine accepts 1 electron, then its outermost orbit will become stable with 8 electrons, isn't it? Its octet state will be complete. Now I have shown another chlorine atom. So let me also here show 7 electrons in the outermost orbit. 4, 5, 6, 7. This chlorine is also short of 1 electron. So after accepting 1 electron, this chlorine atom will also complete its octet state and thereby it will become stable. But chlorine atom will neither donate electron nor it will accept electron. Instead, these two chlorine atoms will come near each other and they will share their electrons. Now as I said, this chlorine is short of 1 electron, this chlorine atom is short of 1 electron. So how do I know how many electrons will be shared between these two combining atoms? Since this chlorine is short of 1 electron, the chlorine atom will be sharing 1 electron with the second chlorine atom. And so also the second chlorine atom will share 1 electron with the first chlorine atom. Now it is very important to know that whenever we show the electrons in the outermost orbit, we are going to share them, we are going to show them in pairs. So if I want to show the 7 electrons of chlorine atom, then I will show them as pairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the paired electrons of chlorine. But there are 7 electrons, so this will be the lone electron, or this will be the unpaired electron, which will be shared with the second chlorine atom. Similarly, I can show the 7 electrons of the second chlorine atom in the form of dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And where will the 7th one go? The 7th one will be shared with the first chlorine atom. Okay. So this is the electron dot structure of chlorine molecule. Chlorine molecule. You can also show the electron dot cross structure of chlorine molecule without the circles. So if it is to be drawn without the circles, I take one chlorine atom and I show the 7 electrons of chlorine atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these are the 7 electrons of chlorine, one chlorine atom. Second chlorine atom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. You can see here one pair of electron is shared between two chlorine atoms. And as I said, whenever sharing of electrons takes place between two combining atoms, then a covalent bond is formed. So how many pairs of electrons are shared between the two chlorine atoms? One pair, and therefore a single covalent bond will be formed between the two chlorine atoms. So if you are asked to draw the electron dot structure of chlorine molecule, you can draw with the circle or you can draw without the circle also. And this is the line structure of chlorine molecule. Let's take the third example of sharing of electrons between two combining atoms. oxygen molecule. Oxygen has atomic number 8. Therefore, electronic configuration of oxygen is 2,6. There are 6 electrons in the outermost orbit of oxygen. So, I am going to show the atom of oxygen, but I am going to show only the outermost orbit of oxygen. Okay. So, this is the outermost orbit of oxygen. How many electrons are there in the outermost orbit? 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. How many electrons does this oxygen require to become stable? It requires 2 electrons to become stable. So, oxygen is not going to accept these 2 electrons in order to become stable. So, what it will do is, if I show another atom of oxygen with 6 electrons in the outermost orbit, this oxygen also requires 2 electrons in order to become stable. So what will these 2 oxygen atoms do? These 2 will come close to each other, they will come near each other, and they will share their electrons with one another. So how again will I know how many electrons is this oxygen going to share and how many electrons is this oxygen going to share? If there are 6 electrons in the outermost orbit of this oxygen atom, and if it requires 2 electrons, out of 6, this oxygen will be sharing 2 electrons with the second oxygen atom. Am I clear? So, these are the 2 oxygen atoms which are going to share the electrons. Out of 6 electrons, how many electrons will be shared by each atom? 2 electrons. So, if I am showing the electrons in pairs, so these are the 1, 2, 3, 4 electrons which are already paired. As I said, 2 electrons will be shared by this oxygen atom with the second oxygen atom. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons are present in the outermost orbit of this oxygen. Similarly, if I consider this oxygen atom, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 electrons are present, 2 and 2 are present in pairs. What about the remaining 2 electrons? These 2 electrons will be shared. So now check the electrons in the outermost orbit of this oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's the first atom of oxygen is stable. Check the second atom of oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 electrons, so octet is completed by this oxygen also. So here you can see that sharing of electrons has taken place between 2 oxygen atoms. Therefore, a covalent bond will be formed between the 2 oxygen atoms. Now, if one pair of electron is shared between 2 atoms, then we say a single bond is formed. But if 2 pairs of electrons, that is 4 electrons, are shared between 2 combining atoms, then a double bond will be formed between the 2 oxygen atoms. So this is called as the line structure of oxygen molecule. And this is the electron dot structure of oxygen molecule, but it is with the circles. If I want to show the electron dot cross structure without the circles, oxygen, I have to show these 6 electrons, out of which 1, 2, 3, 4. These are paired. What about the remaining 2? Remaining 2 will be shared with the other oxygen atom. Similarly, if I take another oxygen, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are paired ones. And how many will be shared by this oxygen? 2. So see, this and this will form one bond. This electron and this electron will form another bond. So this is also an electron dot structure of oxygen molecule. This is with the circles and this is without the circles. And this is the line structure of oxygen molecule. The next example is of nitrogen molecule. The atomic number of nitrogen is 7. Therefore, electronic configuration is 2, 5. There are 5 electrons in the outermost orbit of nitrogen molecule. So, this is the atom of nitrogen having how many? 5 electrons in the outermost orbit. Is nitrogen stable? No. To become stable, nitrogen requires another 3 electrons. Then only it will complete 5 plus 3, 8. It will complete its octet state. Nitrogen will not accept any electron from another atom of nitrogen. So if I take one more nitrogen atom and show 5 electrons in the outermost orbit, this nitrogen will also require 3 electrons in order to become stable, isn't it? So now, since this requires 3 electrons and this requires 3 electrons, out of 5 electrons, this nitrogen is going to share 3 electrons with the second nitrogen atom. Also, the second nitrogen atom out of the 5 electrons will share 3 electrons with the first nitrogen atom. So what will happen now when both the nitrogen atoms will come near each other? These are the 2 nitrogen atoms. The first nitrogen will have 5 electrons in the outermost orbit, but out of 5 it is going to share 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5 will be present, that is this one pair of electrons will be present in pairs. Similarly, the second nitrogen will share 3 electrons with the first nitrogen, and 4 and 5. This is one pair of paired electrons, right? So since electrons are shared between 2 nitrogen atoms, a covalent bond will be formed between the 2 nitrogen atoms. But how many bonds will be formed between the 2 nitrogen atoms? Here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons, that is 3 pairs of electrons are shared between 2 nitrogen atoms. And when 6 electrons or when 3 pairs of electrons are shared between 2 combining atoms, then a triple bond will be formed. So this is the line structure of nitrogen molecule. And this is the electron dot structure of nitrogen molecule with circles. I can also show it without the circles. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 electrons in the outermost orbit of nitrogen. This is one atom. Second nitrogen atom, these two will be in pairs, and the remaining 3 electrons will be shared with the other nitrogen atom. So see here, one pair, second pair and third pair. 3 pairs of electrons are shared, and this becomes the electron dot structure of nitrogen molecule without the circle, electron dot structure of nitrogen molecule with the circle. So now if you can check whether there are 8 electrons in the outermost orbit of nitrogen. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again for this nitrogen, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 electrons are already present. Or you can check here also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So octet state is already complete. So this is the electron dot structure, and this is the line structure of nitrogen molecule.